Welcome back, everyone. For today's deep dive, we're looking at a really cool match between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Jackson Page. This is a match that one of you wonderful listeners sent in.
Right.
And what's so interesting about this is that we have this clash of, like generations almost.
Yeah.
Where we've got O'Sullivan, who's at the top of his game. Yeah. They're maybe getting a little bit older. And then you have Paige, who's this really young up-and-comer who's really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
So unpack.
Yeah.
What happened in this match?
Yeah.
And what it means for their kind of overall careers. It's like we're gonna look at this from both sides.
Right.
And really get into what are their strengths, their weaknesses, and then also how did this match play out?
Yeah.
And why? So I think a good place to start is talking about O'Sullivan's mastery. He's at the top of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been there,
for so long.
Absolutely. For decades.
Yeah.
It's incredible to
It is incredible.
someone dominate for that long.
So I think for the listeners, it's important to break down why he is so good. First of all, his precision. Pinpoint accuracy with the white ball. Secondly, his tactical genius. He plans moves in advance, thinks several shots ahead, and then just this break-building brilliance.
So, okay, when you say break-building, what do you mean by that?
Well, imagine this. O'Sullivan steps up to the table, starts potting balls, one after another, flawlessly. Each shot adds to his score. He keeps going, denying his opponent a chance to even take a shot. This chain of successful shots is called a break. And O'Sullivan, building these massive breaks, legendary. It's not just about potting, it's about positioning the white ball for the next shot, like a surgeon, meticulously planning each incision.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like it's not just about potting, but also about, denying your opponent their ability to play.
Absolutely. He dismantles opponents bit by bit, leaves them helpless.
Yeah. And like you said before, he's been doing this for decades. So
decades.
What about Paige? What are his strengths?
Paige is a natural talent. He really is. Fluid cue action, natural flair, fearless potting. You can see he enjoys taking risks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so exciting to watch.
It is exciting.
Right, because you never know, what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen next. Yeah.
So now we know their strengths.
Oh,
what about their weaknesses? What could either player exploit?
Okay, so for O'Sullivan, the occasional lapse in focus, especially against less seasoned players, sometimes he seems to lose interest a bit, maybe gets a little bit complacent.
Yeah, he underestimates his opponent.
Potentially. So that could be an opening. For Paige.
Okay, so Paige is his weakness. Just that he's
young. Well, in snooker, experience is crucial. And Paige just doesn't have the years under his belt like O'Sullivan does.
Yeah. There's no substitute for that.
No substitute. Years of playing at the highest level. That's where you really hone your skills.
Yeah, and also just that, like you were saying, you can get a little bit overconfident, maybe go for some risky shots.
Yes. His safety play can be inconsistent, especially against a master tactician like O'Sullivan. So,
when you say safety play?
Okay, so safety play in snooker, it's about defensive shots, not just trying to pot, but leaving your opponent in a tough spot. So it's like a game of chess. You're not just attacking, but protecting your king.
Right. So it sounds like safety play is just as important, if not more important.
Oh, yeah. Actually, potting, it can be, in certain situations.
Yeah. So let's get into the actual match now.
It was cute.
How'd this play out?
So, as we know, experience can be a tough opponent to beat. And O'Sullivan, ultimately, won decisively.
Go upset.
No upset. He really showcased that blend of technical mastery
and mental strength.
Mental strength that has made him such a legend.
No surprise there.
Not really. No, but Paige did have moments of brilliance.
He wasn't just drooling over.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He came out swinging. Showed that raw talent, that fearless approach.
Yeah. It's really exciting to see someone like that.
Absolutely. He's got all the tools to become a top player.
Yeah.
But he needs to. Refine his game.
So, what specifically does he need to work on?
Well, tactical awareness and consistency in his safety play.
So, basically, he's got to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah. Maybe not go for every single risky shot, thinking about the long game. A little bit more.
Yeah. Even O'Sullivan wasn't perfect when he started.
Nobody is. It's years of dedicated practice and competition to reach the top.
Yeah. So... This deep dive has been really interesting, I think, for me. It just highlights how complex snooker is.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's a simple game.
Yeah, it's not. Just potting balls.
It's a mental chess match. It really is.
Yeah, where experience and tactical nuance are just as important. Yeah, if not more important than just raw talent.
And it makes you wonder, could Paige, with more experience, eventually challenge O'Sullivan?
That's a good question. I mean, he certainly has the potential. Yeah. But reaching O'Sullivan's level, it takes more than just talent. It takes a deep understanding of the game's intricacies.
Mm-hmm. Unwavering focus.
Yeah.
And the ability to thrive under pressure. And like you were saying before, you don't get that overnight.
You don't. It takes years of practice.
Yeah, years of playing at the highest level.
Absolutely. It's a long journey to the top of the snooker world.
Yeah, but who knows what the future holds.
It's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to be watching Paige's career.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of you listening out there, the next time you watch a snooker match, don't just
look at the potting balls.
Think about everything that's going on.
Yeah. The strategy, the mental game, the years of experience
that are behind.
Yeah.
Every single shot. And maybe one day we're going to deep dive on Jackson Paige as the champ. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. Facing some new young challenger.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
All right. Well, that's our show for today. We'll see you next time.
See you later.